Hello, welcome back. The file that I opened to play this game is called lightning.exe, and I don't know why that is. Just thought I'd add that. Anyway, last time I made a machine that was real ugly, but did do its job. Now I have this wrapped up chain of something, and a bismuth buffer. Let's see it. Okay, yeah, so a buffer exists between these, sure. That's my reagent, is it? Okay. So obviously I gotta pick that apart and reassemble it. I need one of these. Am I gonna do the same thing again? Maybe. I don't hate that idea. I don't really like it though, but you know what? I'm digging my grave right now. Alright, so this. Maybe not that, actually. Do I need to transform any water into salt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 salts to 1, 2, 3, 4 waters. That's a ratio problem. 2 to 1, 4 to 2, 6 to 3, etc. Doesn't it look like oh. So if there was 1 water less, this would all add up nicely, but since I have that extra water, oh no, is it one of these where, like, I have to do a different thing every cycle? Oh. I mean, okay, sure. The end game of this game would ask me to do that, but oh no, this is gonna be a nightmare. So much so that I'm seriously considering just throwing cost out the window. Not even thinking about cycles or area or anything, just get any solution that'll work. I could try to cycle optimize, but I'm not very good at that. Hold on, let me make sure I'm seeing the problem I think I am. So what would happen if I did no calcification? I'd grab this, I'd pick it apart, I'd end up with 1 water, 2 salts. Okay? 2 waters, 3 waters, 4 waters. With those 4 waters would come 8 salts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would have 2 extras. Oh, what about the trick where I put my extra reagents back on top of where things would go? Okay. Now that might go somewhere. Okay, and this way I could reach... Alright, I think that's the most reasonable way to do this without, like, duplicating a program, you know, however many times it takes for those numbers to line up. It'd be 4, 3, something like that. Alright. So the idea then... well... Now... hold on. That doesn't solve my problem, does it? No. No, it doesn't. Okay, sure. So let's say I took 4 waters, I had 2 extra salts, I made one end up here and one end up here. Then what are you going to do on the next cycle? You'll take the 2 salts out, but you'll end up a water short still. Yeah, no, that doesn't solve the problem at all. That doesn't do anything of the sort, because yeah, the water won't pop up with those sitting there. And I'll still have the 2 extra salts. Okay, so yeah, it's 3 cycles before this lines up, right? What am I trying to say? So if I were to calcify 1 water, then I'd have 7 to 3. Wait, hang on. Okay, so do one the normal way, end up with 2 extra leftover salts. Hold on, I don't have a Van Berlo's wheel or anything, so... Wait, but isn't this always just a problem? Where, like, no matter what I do... It's a water shortage, not a salt shortage. If I can't destroy, and I can't transmute, I have a glyph of duplication. Okay, I have a glyph of duplication. I thought this was used only with Van Berlo's wheel. I guess it's not. Oh, okay. So I can just stick a water atom here and a salt there, and it'll just make it. Okay, well, sure. Okay, so this is mandatory. There's no getting around that, since I don't have enough water for the amount of salt I'm getting to fill that output. Okay. Still, how will I handle that? Okay, so I'll do 1 and end up with 2 extra salts. Then... I will... do something, but I don't know what. So with 2 salts, I need 4 waters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'd pull out 2 of these reagents. Hold on, so 2 salts, 4 salts, 6 salts, 3 waters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 10. Sure, 4 plus 3 plus 3, yeah, that's 10. Yeah, 10 not divisible by 3, which is why I end up with 2 left over, because I pull out 12 things for that. Okay, sure. I'm just gonna have to resign myself to having, you know, a 3 loop thingy to fully cycle this. That's fine, I guess. How many products do you want? 6? Okay. With only 6 products requested, I could do the pile of shame solution. Just, like, stick a bunch of salt out somewhere that nobody cares about. Well, I won't do that, but I could. Nope, I'm gonna make an infinitely repeatable one instead. Alright, so... Animismus buffer. This presents me with an interesting problem, yes. It's just... You know how it is. Whoa. Okay, right, that's just her rotation. Can't resize those. So where do I start? With a plan? Okay, that's what I'm trying to do this whole time. You look just like this. Those are the same iconography. So yeah, it's not so much that this represents a change into salt, it's that this represents an elemental element. Also known as an element. An elemental atom, you know. And just when this is by itself, it means that turns into salt. But it has a different meaning when it's connected to a blank spot. I'm not getting anywhere. This plan is not forming itself. I guess I'm gonna have to be the one to make it. Alright. So again... Would it help me at all to use this on the first cycle? No, I have to pull 4 of these anyway to get to 10 total raw materials. I will have 2 left over no matter what, and they might as well be salts. They could be waters. It doesn't really make a difference. Would having a leftover water make the second iteration easier? So I'd have to pull 3 of these, so yes, it would. Alright, so I'd rather end up with 1 water and 1 salt, but you know, if I have those things, I can just make that happen later. Alright, so you know what, let's start with 2 extra salts in the system, but just like do an iteration first. This already is a problem. That looks terrible, but maybe it's not. This is obviously wrong. That might not be. How will... okay, yeah, so I still have the fit check step of this. If I were to just, like, chain... that's still fine, because I'm not actually touching that part of that. That's fine, because that's not constructed yet. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, fit check passes. If I start here and build this way... no, other way. If I start here and build... this way. Okay, start with Vitae. Yeah, because that passes the fit check because it's only these 5 that are there at this point. Then I do this, it's still fine. 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 Yes, okay. And I think with the fixed length arm with that track, I should be able to reach everything just fine with that. This will go somewhere like there, but not yet. Because you'll just get in my way until then. Okay, so if I start with this, I can't reach this space. That's a problem. If I start with... what, that? Sure, why not? Well, a multitude of reasons. This? No. Am I really doing this to myself again? Like, why did I go straight to this shape when it was such a pain for the last puzzle? Well, because how else will I deal with this? I guess another way would be... hey, no, change your orientation. I want you this way. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. Just for my own peace of mind, because it's too much of a pain to do it the other way. I found my threshold where I'll stop caring about cost, at least for that 10G extra this costs. It's not much. And yeah, just like the amount of my own time I'd have to spend making that work is just more than I want to. Okay, so, much easier way to think. Easy mode has been activated. I'm going to grab you by this, and why that? Why not this? Sure. Let's do it that way. And now my fit check will still pass just fine like this. As long as you're like 1 away from there, that'll be good. Okay. And you can go just wherever. So why not there? You can put it like here. I can reach that, right? Yeah. You know, that's fine. Let's put it there. Okay, so, grab, right. Might as well do it this way because I want the salt first, I think. What am I doing first? I need Vitae first, so I want both of my salts. Alright. Now this dude's gonna be in my way. Why don't I just make everything easier for myself and do that? It's worth the convenience. Okay, so I also am not caring about instruction count. That's fine. Again, I am going for it. I believe I have 1 water atom here at this point. So there's the... oh wait, but I'm starting, yes, with that there. That's correct. I need another salt. So water, you just find a place to stash yourself away. How about there? No one can see what I'm doing, but well, you can see the instructions I'm inputting, but you can't see what I'm picturing in my head. Don't worry about it. It'll become clear. Okay. At some point, you know, I'll stop inputting this and start actually testing it. But that point hasn't come yet. Alright, so other salt. Alright, so now I can get that out. Okay. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, so I got one water stashed here. There's another here now. Alright, well, let me show what I've attempted to do and see how much of it I did right. So yeah, salt goes there. Okay, so for one thing, I had a spurious extend. Didn't take long to run into a problem there. I probably have lots of problems. While I'm there with that water, I should stash it. Where? Well, where I had been stashing it, I guess. So, Okay. Get that water, stash it there, take that salt, put it where it goes with the... Yes. Take the life, put it there. Get a salt. You didn't turn left far enough or extend far enough. Oh wait, no, you're trying to move that water. Got it. But I already moved it. So that would have been fine, just 2 wasted instructions. Okay, so here be a salt that goes there. Prepare for next bond. I think I'm going to have to prepare that differently because, yeah, you have nowhere you can possibly escape to right now. Alright, so that salt is completely trapped. The only way I could get it out of there is if I'd get this out of there, which I could do. Maybe that's the way to go, actually. Alright, so while you grabbed onto that water, just turn right and plus, sure. Okay, I think I put that salt on there, am I right? This probably makes for a terrible LP. I mean, well, really, it just makes for an LP where there's a part that only I know about. Unless... I would be impressed if anyone can actually follow along with the instructions I'm inputting and see what I'm trying to go for, especially given how often I make mistakes. So, like, from what I'm inputting here, it's probably not at all clear what I'm thinking, and I'm no longer making an attempt to explain it just because it's, you know, it would take too long and probably wouldn't work too well anyway. So I'm grabbing this water and putting it here. See, that didn't take long at all. Okay, I grabbed that water and put it here. Alright, so next up, if I have this, then I pivot right twice and do a minus, sure. Yes, by right I do mean right. Okay, and then my arm is there, so I'm gonna grab this water, come around there, plus extend, and I've put... What have I done? No, I'm working on this end, right, so... I started with this, then I did that, then I did that, and I am just doing this. Okay. So it is my belief that I've assembled the first 5 things there. I have an extra floating atom somewhere if I've done that. It's the Morse, okay. Of course it is. That was not at all... Okay, by right I didn't mean right. I actually meant left, as it turns out. Ah! Okay, well, let's do the minus first. Alright, so watch out for that. Ooh, when I was doing my fit check... Did I think about bonds in transit? Do I need to think about bonds in transit? You didn't put a grab instruction there. And also you would collide if you had done it that way. That's fine, that's fixable. Ah, yeah. I don't think I need to think about bonds in transit. Why does this look wrong? Because it is. It's supposed to be like this and this. Okay, I see the mistake I made. When did I make it? So from here, what I actually need is a water here. So pivot right once and minus. Okay, just had an extra pivot in there, basically. Which means I need to adjust for the next one, yes, that's fine. I knew something felt a little wrong about what I was doing. That's because it was. Alright, so pivot, yes, this is fine. Right. I did mean right, as it turns out. I just didn't know it. No, only twice. Yeah. And I think since I'm pistoning that out there, boy, yeah, super glad I replaced this with a piston arm already. So right here is a move that would be impossible with a fixed length one. Yeah, I think that's actually true. There is no way I could do this bond with a fixed length arm here. Like, no combination of, well, but my track would have been like this, so maybe I could have just, like, tracked in there, and this would be one further out, but let's not think about that. I'm pistoning now. Okay, so now I have that structure correctly structured. So the next thing would be a pivot left and a minus, and I think that's okay? I might at some point need to stash this farther out so I can navigate that through there, but I think this is not that point. I'm going to put in a reset command. Check it out. Okay, so I'm holding salt. I don't need to use animismus again. Was it a good idea to have put this here and this here rather than the other way around? I'm not sure which one I'm going to do more often. I think they're about the same. They're both rare. I don't need to do much of this or much of this. It is exactly one of these per cycle. And it's less than one of these per cycle, so no, I have them in the right priority order. I don't want to extend out for something that's more frequently used than the closer one. Where am I? I just restarted, and I'm grabbed onto a salt right here. Okay. I don't really want a salt right now. I want water. Yeah, so here's one of two excess salts coming in. If there's gonna be excess salts... Hold on, there's a Moors hanging out here. I can't make another... I assume if I would drop a salt here and here while this is still there, it would error and try to collide with that. Let's find out if that's true. Because, like, this is kind of a convenient place to stash... Ooh, I don't want to retract there. What I want to stash. Okay, so there's my water atom. Did I prepare this adequately? That looks like a preparation instruction. Okay, so this is ready to get the water as soon as I have it, which is now. I extend, and I put this water here like this, I believe. That seems accurate to me. Okay, so then I pivot right and I minus. And I need another water. Okay, but what I have right now is another excess salt there. So second excess salt. Here's the instruction I want to see. I'm going to release it there and see if it complains about having a Moors there. I suspect it will. Ah! Bond! When that happened? Probably when I pivoted before minus no. Oh, both are wrong. Okay, well, fine. To avoid that, shortest path to avoiding that is extend then retract, I believe. It didn't work. because I did it too late. What? Here. Sure, that should be fine. Yes. Sure. Works for me. Yeah, so I suspect this will behave basically like a conduit. If I dropped something into one end of a conduit before the other end was clear, it would just collide because it would make a new thing. Same deal? No! It waits! How polite. Okay, so it's more like holding down a reagent dispenser. Okay, cool. Well, that's where I'm stashing my excess salts. And that's going to be just fine, so I just need a water, a salt, and this dude. Okay, well, cool. Therefore, this can be a reset. You're waiting for water. Okay, so temporarily stash salt there. Alright, so I've put the water there, which means I now need to pivot right, and that's all. So now I'm putting a salt here. Be aware, it's fine. Got one ready to go. In fact, I have one even closer than that. I don't have to retract. I can just left, grab, right, and have the salt there. Okay, so then I pivot left plus. Release, retract, left, minus. Grab the salt that I stashed there. Right, extend. And I've done this. So pivot left plus again. Release, left, grab left. Retract, left, minus extend, and the product is made. So then from here, if I were to turn right, that would put it right onto the output and I can reset. Okay, so yeah, that's cool and all. But I'm not done here. Let me see if I'm at least done with the first cycle. Got 2 more of these to do, and they'll be slightly different from each other. Yeah! Okay, well, I guess I was missing a minus in there. It's always surprisingly disconcerting when I see this arm grab air, just because I immediately know something has gone wrong. I think I had one situation where I actually wanted to do that on purpose, though. When was that? I had a reason. I remember doing it. Okay, well, one more left. Yes, okay, that took an extra cycle to actually process. Huh, okay, I learned something about evaluation order. Not really relevant, because well, no, it could be if I were cycle optimizing. Neat, I made a product. 1 out of 6. Alright. Now, these are already here. I already have my animismus. You're going to get slightly in the way for using this thing, but only slightly. Alright, so I don't actually want to reset there. What I want to do is go and grab that, oh, well, I do want to release though. Grab this vitae that's there, and start the whole chain of stuff up here. I'm gonna have to just like re-input that, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. You start here. Okay, so I grabbed this. So then I reset. Get salt to put here. Put the salt there, and plus pivot right. It is handy to have this reference that I can just pick up whenever for what I need. Alright, I'm holding water. Stash it there. I'm holding salt. There was some unnecessary movement in there, I think. Okay, I put the salt here, which means my status is currently this. So pivot right, minus. Remind me one more time. Right, okay, so I'm holding this salt there, and I've prepared you for the water there. Alright, so water now needs to go here. Release, retract, left, left, grab, right, right, plus extend. Okay, great, so that water's there. Yes, this made sense. Okay, so pivot right, minus. And yes, I do mean right. Okay, so even just re-inputting this, I'm still remembering the same patterns, and it's quick. This is not hard to do. Okay, I need another water. I don't have one right now. Oh, and now would probably be the time to turn some salt into one. Okay, so let's do that. Gonna flop you around, because that's just gonna make more sense. Because I'm putting those salt in first, apparently. Okay, so I'm currently here, clasped onto this? No, where am I? I've just pivoted right twice, so no, I'm clasped onto this here. I need my second water? Because I had just done the thing for that. So yeah, then I pivoted right twice. That's where I'm anchoring myself. And I did the minus. Okay, so I'm there, clasped onto that. Got it. Alright, so release. Actually, reset. Alright, holding salt. Extend fully, put it here. Great. Release, retract one, right, minus, grab the water, retract, pivot, unbond the water, put the water here. So this salt is now water. Okay, then I'm going to take that water back. 3 extends, you can't extend 3 times. 2 extends, okay, 2 retracts. This water that I have in my hand is going here. Right, minus, no, plus, extend. What do I think I've just done? I just put this water in place. So right, this is the one where... No, I just need to minus before I pivot right, and no, an extra bond will happen. Yeah, that is the one where I need to extend again. Minus, pivot left, retract. Okay. There's no water on the board. Yes, there is. There's one here. Okay. And that is the one that's going here, and I have prepared for that. Okay, let's, no. I am confident in my inputs. Perhaps too much so, but you know what? That's how I'm going to be. Alright, so I pulled that water from there to there. That's not calcification, even though it looks like it. By the way, there is more here. In fact, I don't want to do that. I want to instead turn right, retract, turn right, and that'll plunk that in there. Cool. Okay, so then I... Again, pivot right, minus... And I'm ready for the final water. Retract, right. Stash the salt away. Grab water, retract, pivot right, so water is unbonded. Go right, plus, extend. Alright, so I've put this water here. Pivot right, don't plus, minus, because I'm holding it in that position. Okay. Pivot right, release. There's a salt here. Yeah, okay, this is familiar. So left, minus, grab, right. That salt is there. This salt is here, actually. Pivot left, plus. Release, retract, left, left, minus, grab this salt. Right, right, extend, put that salt in place. Pivot left, plus. Take the Moors that's on the board, and what's wrong? Something doesn't make sense here, because in my current calculations the board is clear. The board cannot be clear. So obviously I have a flaw in my plan here. I've forgotten an atom somewhere. Alright, so what did I do? Who did I forget? Ah! Okay, things went wrong. When? Long before then, apparently. Okay, this is the reset I actually wanted to shortcut to. Is it? The what? Why didn't you put that on the output? Did I change something earlier? What? What did I change? Oh, that. Okay. At some point when I was juggling this around, I put it in a different neutral spot than I thought I had. Okay, so, construction number 2. I input a lot of yeah, okay, so there's immediately a problem. I need a minus when? Plus extend plus, that's obviously wrong. You can't plus twice with this layout. So this needs to be a minus, that's all. That's probably not all. That's my first compiler error. Where's the next one? Right there, okay, so that's just an intersection calculation issue. Easy fix. Retract, rotate, extend instead of just rotate. I probably made the same mistake, made the same oversight the first time through. I gotta do this a third time still after this. I think with minor debugging, second iteration is already done. It's not though. Again, I have a floating atom somewhere that I don't understand because I cannot be back down to 0. Can I? No, I have one floating atom somewhere. I had 2 extras the first time, I'll have 1 extra this time. Who is it? Maybe I lost track of the salt atom that ended up there one of these times? That's probably it. Why did you... Because I had an extra extend. Okay, so just so I don't forget where my place was, I'm going to delete that extend because you can't extend 3 times. I caught myself doing that once, but apparently I had done it a second time and did not notice. I guess I'm just thinking like counting 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 extends, right? Not how it works. Okay, good. Yeah, so my suspicion is you're the one I forgot about. Or maybe another iteration of you. Okay, that looks good. Am I aware of that extra salt on the board? I think I'm probably not. Yeah, right there, I'm gonna collide with it. Okay, so 1 extra salt on the board over there. Where's a good place to stash that? Like, yeah, here's collision, yeah, I understand. Alright, so what's the state of everything here? Yeah, I need a water, but I have an extra dude there. So he just got to be stashed away. I just like extend out one more, sure. That sounds fine. Alright, so instead of a reset here, I'm going to release, left, grab, and I'll be holding that salt. Release, left, grab, extend, then I can reset. And I'll deal with it later, and it shouldn't get in the way of anything until then. I should be able to just leave it there for the rest of this iteration, assuming I always retract before turning or pivoting when I'm unbonding stuff with that, and I think I do. Yeah, you're fine. I know what I'm doing. Well, you turned one too many times. Otherwise, that was right. Okay, this isn't so bad. Just do that a third time and I'll be done. Accounting for the one extra salt atom up here, which I think will need to transmute? Hold on, one extra. One extra, yes. 9 plus 1. That is fine. 9 plus 1 means yes, you will transmute to water. Okay, that's cool. So why don't I stash it here? That would be a more sensible spot. First, let's see if this all works. It does, good. Okay, so when did I put that guy there? It didn't happen yet. There it went. Okay, so it was this. Okay, so instead of that, when I grab that, I want to retract, left, left, extend, extend, plus. Okay. So now this will complete. That extra dude will instead be stashed here, ready for transmutation. Okay, so I'm just going to trust that I did that right. I totally did. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so here is salt. Again, okay, no, this one can stash on... Actually, I might as well put it here, because I need to make another pair of those anyway. So instead of... Okay, so I'm grabbed onto the water there. Sure, yeah, okay, so I'm holding water there. But I need to make a change back here first. Yeah, okay, I recognize where I am. I just want to remove one of these and one of these. Okay, so I am now stashing what was there and briefly was here. We didn't even see. It now goes here. Okay, I have put the first salt from this here. So therefore I have... Oh, I have those things already, so in that case, I don't even want to mess with this stuff yet. If I have that already, then no, minus. I want to grab the Vitae and put it here. Okay. Grab water, retract, pivot right. We've seen this a lot of times already. Stash water, release, right, extend, grab, retract. Right plus extend, put the salt there. Okay, so one more time. This shape is that. I'm holding it here, so pivot right plus. I know this is the wrong way around, don't worry about it. Pivot right, sorry, that's minus. There's nothing here at this point. There is a stashed water there, but what I'm ready for right now is salt, I think? So since there's something stashed there, I do have to go right and retract. Okay, so that would have been a problem if I had something stored there. So I'm glad I didn't do that. So you have to turn before retracting. Touching these areas, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, so salt. Right plus extend. Salt is now here. Pivot right minus. Release next water. Water stashed here. Grab right plus extend. Okay, so water, pivot right plus. And I'm out of stashed atoms. Now, at this point, I do need to transmute another water. So let's do that. Wait, no, I'm not out of anything. No, hold up. I have a water and a salt here and here. Okay, so let's grab that water. Separate it. I've made this inconvenient, but I can work with it. Alright, I grabbed this salt. Gonna pull it over there, retract, right. I might not even need to retract. Where are my atoms? I think they're here? Therefore, I can swing around and not collide, right? Yeah, I totally can. Check it out, I don't need to retract. So swing, alright, so I plussed. So I dragged this over here, then I swing, and yeah, it fits. Because this is... No, it doesn't fit because that's there, so I do need to retract. Right. I think. It doesn't matter. I'll do it this way anyway. So swing, extend, swing. Okay, you're now holding water. Drag left. Okay, I put that water there. I have this. This is where I extend. Left pivot, left retract. So now I have this. My other water that was used as a template for that can now be retrieved. I think I am here. The Moors is still there, so I need to retract once more. Getting a little bit exhausting, but it's fine. If I retracted twice, I extend there. Okay, so that water is now here like this. Okay, so pivot right plus. The final water, salt. Salt stays there for a moment. Grab water, pivot right, plus extend. Okay, the water's there. Pivot right, release. Left, minus, retract, grab salt. No, there's a closer one. I always do this. Grab that salt, put it there. Pivot left, plus, release, retract, left, minus, grab this salt. No, you don't want a plus. I just extended into there, so then pivot left, plus, get the animismus, the Moors. Right, extend, right, reset, done. I probably made a lot of input errors there. Hang on, let's just skip ahead to some reasonable spot and see where my errors are before I just trust it. I can press the play button, because that almost never works. Writing this many lines of code at once without compiling them. Yeah, see, like I already have errors. What did I do? boy, that's a long lead up to where I can actually see where things went wrong. Okay, looks fine. Looks fine. I grabbed that, yeah. Oh. I'm missing a left turn. Okay. Left turn. Go here. Push everything forward, including the... Oh, you did! Oh, cool, because the reset instruction length... Of course, that makes sense. So, didn't have to move the rest of my instructions. Maybe that was my only error. Looks nice so far. That's the wrong. I put a plus instead of a minus. Happens all the time. It's probably whether I'm thinking about moving left-right, which this orientation makes sense for, or up-down, which it doesn't if I'm used to up being plus. Which at this point in my life, I guess I am. Ah! Okay, I need another left there. Or another right, rather. Okay. I did think you seemed suspiciously short. Okay, the additional right went in... look for a right, right, left. I won't find it. Okay, so if this was the one that got squished... There should be a right, right, left. There it is. Oh, this wait time. Oh, well, okay, sure. You gotta... Alright, fine. Okay, so I just have an extra left... Oh, but that's a pivot. What? Hold on. These instructions here look very confused. So if that's my state... What I need to do is retract... I didn't need to insert a retract here. But this is obviously wrong. There's no way this swing left is correct. No, it's, it is. It isn't. No, it's not. Extend... minus. That's a minus. Minus pivot left, okay. I need another retract in here and an extend afterward. There is an extend afterward. Okay, so I need another retract in here. Let's put it there. Might as well. And I would find it more pleasing if... Wait, no? Well, sure, why not? That's fine. Alright. Are we really getting into pleasingness of how the machine operates here? Like, this is not the time to be thinking about that, is it? I just want it to work. Boy, imagine if I'd stuck with a fixed length arm. Better yet, don't, because I sure don't want to. I'll bet you don't want to either. Okay. What? Where's my... Where's my thing? I need another. That was the extend to get the atom into place, but I need another to actually move the things out. Ugh. One error at a time. Undoing clears my selection. I'm almost done, but see, I've been almost done for a while now. In terms of puzzle design, this is a cool thing to ask me to do. In terms of actually putting in the labor to get it done, it's a little tiresome by now. Oh boy, I put in a plus instead of a minus. Of course I did. Oh, and now everything moved around. Oh hey, isn't that convenient? I had it selected. It's this right here. What's happening right at this specific moment is what bothers me about this. If I just had, like, super extra speed, just, like, do the calculations invisibly, don't show me the graphics, just jump to here instantly. This would be nicer for this stage of a puzzle like this. But I guess that's just the cost of making mistakes. It incentivizes me to get my instructions right in the first place, but, I mean... that incentive doesn't mean anything. Like, there aren't any actions I can take to be more careful about my inputs. It's just, this is the amount of care I'm going to put into them, and it'll either be right or it isn't. This time it was right. Alright, so you only have to watch this play out once, and we'll be done. Alright. So yeah, even with this layout, I could absolutely have just discarded a couple of salt atoms off to the side. Just forget about them. Don't even bother cleaning them up. The machine will make 6 products and then break down because it's incapable of making more. But the output would be satisfied. Unless, you know, I've never actually tried that. I wonder if the solution wouldn't be accepted if there are free atoms on the board. It's entirely possible that's true. It never said anything about that to me. It never gave me any indication that that would be a thing. And I think production alchemy just existed to ensure you wouldn't do that sort of thing, but I don't know. Hey look, nobody did it with a fixed length arm. Maybe they did, and the graph just doesn't have the resolution for it, but I'm at the bottom as far as this is concerned. Okay. Hey look, I'm in the short little valley here. Somebody did it in a lot less area. That's neat. Huh. Really, this much less area? Mine was only 69. If 69 is that high up... Wow, okay, well, that's impressive. Area optimizers did a great job with that. Somebody, like, way down there. Just as many as up here. Huh. Okay, cool. So... 6 puzzles to go total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm getting close, but boy, yeah, these are not giving me an easy time necessarily. All right, I mean, that went. I did it. See you next time for electrum separation.